Okay, so I want to start the video off as don't pay no attention to the back of my hand. I look crazy throughout this whole video, but that's not the point. This was a crazy requested video from y'all, so yeah. What I'm doing right now is slicking back my client's edges because you do still have to protect your natural hair under or laces or wigs or sew-ins. And then I'll go in with oil in my client's scalp because you do still need to moisturize your natural hair. Now you are going to see me cut holes around my client's ear with the wig cap, just because that's just a better way of melting the wig cap down so you won't see it under and it'll be completely dry when it's ready to cut. And I'll just do that to both sides. Now I'll just take my holding spray and spray down the wig cap. Everything I use I didn't get to show in the video, but I will put it down in the description box below so y'all will see. And I'm taking some Got To Be glue, the clear one, and just putting it around the perimeter where I did spray the holding spray, just the extra grip. And I'm going to be taking Gold Spawn just around the ears because I really want to make sure around the ears really stay down. That's the problem with people laying down their wig caps. They never make sure everything is laid and no extra lace. And I'll just blow dry on everything till it's dry. Now, if y'all do want an in-depth video, a more detailed video on how I do like baby hairs and achieve certain styles with wigs and sew-ins and stuff, then just comment down below. But what I'm currently doing right now is I'm sewing down the wig cap in the back of my client's head, because even though you're not going to be able to see the back of the head, you should still protect, like I said, you should still protect your natural hair under, even though it's in braids. Still protect it, because if the wind does blow, you want to put it in the ponytail, you don't want to see a little meeks under. And that's a no-no. So when it's dry and I'm ready to cut the wig cap, I make my clients hold the two sides so nothing lifts. And when cutting the wig cap, I suggest you make sure you pull it back as closest to the hairline as you can when cutting it, so your wig is not literally by your eyebrow and all the way down in your forehead, because we do not like wigs like that. So then I will be going in with some tweezers just to pull the wig cap back more so I can get as close as to the hairline as possible. It just works better for me with tweezers because sometimes maybe the wig cap will be melted down too much where you can't grab it with your fingers. So tweezers does work. And then I'll take a powder foundation, her skin complexion, and just put it on the wig cap. And make sure it blends in with her skin complexion. Anything too dark or too light will not look nice, because you will see it through the lace. And I'll clean around her hairline where I did put the powder foundation, because we soon glue down the lace, and the perimeter of your hairline before you glue it down should be clean, so I will go in with some alcohol and clean it. Now when it's time to cut around the ear tabs and cut off like any extra lace around the ear, I suggest you part it well, because you don't just want to go in and cut it, because the hair will look choppy and it will just look a mess. So I suggest you take your time, part around the ear, whichever fits your client or fits you. Cut it real nice. And if you can see my client, it fits around her ear real good. She can put it behind the ear with no problem. Now one thing I do this, I guess this is like a little technique, I like to cut 3 slits into the lace before I actually cut off the full lace, just so I can get as close as the hairline as possible. And I do suggest you do not use scissors when cutting your lace, because then you'll have that choppy, straight, shape up hairline type of look, and we do not like that. So you can get this razor from a beauty supply store. Razors are the best. They give you like a little zigzag look, and that's what we need to make the lace look as natural and blended as possible. And throughout this whole video, me and my client is chatting. Now, one thing I do want to say, and this is a little tip, your scalp shouldn't be the same exact skin color of your skin complexion. Your scalp is always a shade lighter than your actual skin complexion. Now, I'm going in with my first layer with Bold Hold because that's what I use. I go on my first layer and I make sure when applying the Bold Hold, I smooth it out real good where there's no extra glue, and make sure there is glue on the cap and on her skin. And we do 3 layers. Bold Hold is the best glue. It melts my laces so well for me and my clients, and your lace will last. It's been good for this summer. It's been good for this heat. So I definitely suggest y'all invest in some Bold Hold. Now, yes, like I was saying, just make sure you really smooth out that glue where there's no extra clumps, because it will take forever to dry. And now, when using Bold Hold, you do have to make sure you do have to make sure the glue turns clear before you apply your next layer, because then you just have wet glue on top of wet glue, and your lace will never stick properly. And as applying, you will just be blow drying, apply, blow drying, and apply. And this is what I mean by doing hair, laying down laces, and taking your time. It's really a process. You can't just rush something and expect it to look good. In a few more seconds, you will be seeing me laying down the lace with my hand. I do lay down all my laces with my hands, on my clients, or myself, and then I'll go in with the comb to make sure everything's intact and pushed down properly. Then I'll go in with a scarf. You will be seeing in a few more minutes. But I will say that I always suggest everybody to rub their hand against their lace after applying glue and after pushing down your lace into the glue, just to see if there's any extra lace. You do not have to cut off any extra lace. You can just glue it down. It will make your wig stay intact even better. Everything will be intact, glued down and properly, and you will be seeing me doing that in a few more seconds with my client. Now, this is the part I was talking about, pulling the lace back a bit. I would just be taking my edge brush, the back of it, and putting some glue on it and touching up any little lace that's a little bit lift. You will have to make sure, you on yourself and on your clients, that lace is stuck, and that lace, every little bit of that lace is melted and glued down. I just want y'all to get into this lace so far being melted down. If you really take your time, listen to the tips I'm giving, your lace will come out like this, and you will have that scalpy look. You will not have a choppy, messy hat, helmet looking frontal or wig. Okay, take your time when doing hair in your hair. After just making sure all the laces and everything is pushed down properly, there's no extra lace, everything's glued down, I'm just going to take my scarf and wrap the edges on the lace so everything is really sinking in to the glue. While me getting into styling, you will be seeing me use a lot of moves. That's just me personally. I use crazy moves for everything. And my client wanted a side part with big curls. So this is just a quick little ending video of me styling it. If you want a more detailed and, like I said, in-depth video of how I do my baby hairs, how I do curls, and stuff like that, then comment down below, like this video, share this video, and I definitely will be doing more videos for y'all. I just also want to say, when styling any type of laces and anything, your hot comb is your best friend. Your frontal, your wigs, and everything will not be flat without a hot comb. Please invest to a plug-in hot comb. You can get this one from Amazon, beauty supply store. Just really invest into a hot comb if you really want that flat and natural look to your lace, your frontal, your wig, and your sewing. Now, me taking off this scarf, I want you to get into that scalp. Now, if you really followed all these steps, your lace will come out like this. You will have a melted lace, good baby hairs, and everything So you do have to really take your time with the wig cap method. You really have to take your time, period, when doing hair.
I'm hyped. This is looking good as fuck. I like it. Give me DNA vibes.
It is. It really is.